Welcome in episode 6 of Outside the Law, the Outlaws Postseason podcast. As always, my name is Colby Smith, and I'm super duper excited to be joined today by Oswego's Joel Hayner and Jordan Goble. Guys, how the heck are you today?
I'm doing good, Colby. I'm doing good.
We're great. Happy to be here.
Well, speaking of Oswego, now you guys are both reunited as teammates on the Lakers. What's the experience been like playing together so far this fall up there?
It's been fun, meeting a bunch of new guys, actually a whole new team, but we do a pretty good job of trying to get our way into the team and getting to know everyone. So it's been fun getting to know everyone and getting to see the new people that you meet every day.
It's been great so far. All the guys are cool and super welcoming. So yeah, it's been great.
Well, and do you guys just want to talk a little bit about your friendship, how you got to know each other, and how you've become so close?
For sure.
Yeah. We met my second semester, his first semester at Herkimer. And honestly, we kind of became friends like right away, probably second practice.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just looked at him. I was like, yeah, he's probably the right kid for me.
This is my guy.
This is my guy right here.
I think it's like one of the practices I was hitting the gritty. And we just started grittying together and became boys.
Yeah. Then I moved back next to him because he had an open room next to him. And then it's been history ever since.
Literally.
3 years ago now.
Mm-hmm. It's been a wild ride, but we made it.
Well, and how have you guys clicked so well off the field, and how has it really helped you guys in terms of, being on the same team and whatnot as well?
That's a good question. Jordan and I, we just, we mix well. We're fun, easygoing guys, and I think that just meshes well. And on the field and off the field, we're vibes guys, we like to say. So, we're good. We're good for team chemistry. I always love being around Jordan.
Yeah, we're just like the same person, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and when you say good for team chemistry, how do you guys go about trying to get to know all your teammates and, get everybody into the fold?
Well, I mean, usually especially with Outlaws, everyone's quiet at first. No one really wants to be the guy to open up and say something dumb in the locker room, and that's kind of just like what me and him do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just go in there, say random stuff, and everyone will just start talking after that.
Exactly. I think just because we have a good chemistry, I think that just helps, ease any, slowness getting to know people. And I think just being able to have people who know each other helps, gain relationships with other people too.
Well, and do either of you guys have any specific stories you want to share in terms of saying something dumb and really getting guys around you to open up?
That's a good question. We might have to circle back.
I have to think about that.
I definitely have to think about that. We'll have to give some thoughts to that one. I don't know. We'll have to see, Colby.
All right. Well, moving on then. You mentioned the Outlaws. You guys had the opportunity to not only play together in college now, but also had the opportunity to play in summer ball. How do you guys, describe your bond in terms of working together and, I don't know, just being so well off as teammates together like that?
I mean, I always he's my best friend, so I always want to see him do well. So if he's struggling or anything, I'm always going to have his back for that. I'm always going to try to get this kid better, no matter what it is, lifting, throwing, just in the game stuff, outside game stuff, anything to do that.
Jordan's always looking out for me.
I'm like his little big brother.
Big bro, 9 days older or whatever. But no, Jordan, great kid. I spent 3 summers living with him. Twice we played the Outlaws together. Yeah. That was my 3rd time this year on the Outlaws. But, I've been in Oneonta, feels like every summer now. So it's been great. I love every second with this kid.
Joel, what's it like living at the Goble house in the summer?
It's a wild ride for sure. This year I think it was the most people that we had. The first time I lived there, it was just me and him. And then second year, it was me, him, and Dakota Britt. And then last year it was me, him, Glow, Logan. So it's always there's never a dull moment in the Goble household for sure. It's a good time.
Well, and Jordan, what's it like for you getting the opportunity to host fellow teammates at your house in the summer?
I mean, it's the best. I mean, I'm never bored. I always have kids to hang out with. You know, we do everything together. We go to the field, we play baseball together, we lift, we eat together, we go out together at night. I mean, we're just always with each other. We play Wii all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would beat this kid in like bowling every night.
Whatever. I had house record for a minute, but didn't stand strong.
I mean, anything you can do in the house, we do it. So.
Well, and talking about going out in the summer and all the things you do besides baseball, what are some of your favorite hobbies and activities to do?
Golf.
I'd say we golf a good amount.
A lot. Although it's definitely slowed down because it's gotten so cold, but,
yeah. But
we were out there all the time.
Shout out Oli Out. They help us out with some deals for the Outlaws. So it's it's a little bit cheaper to play golf.
More affordable,
so
being college kids.
You don't want to be at the baseball field all day, every day.
We're multi-sport athletes,
Yeah.
Well, and what do you guys enjoy particularly about playing golf?
Just you get to have fun. You get to relax for 2 to 4 hours. How much you're out there, just being with the boys. You got no worries.
Competitive too.
Yeah, always competitive.
Something competitive that you're not just competing in baseball, but competing in something else is fun too.
Which one of you is a better golfer?
Jordan, 100%. Outright, I'll say it.
Whatever. He's getting good though.
I've gotten better. It's been a long time coming, but I can hold my own a little bit, I guess.
Well, and how do you feel like golf is something that really helps you guys take your mind off baseball and kind of distract you and help you get away from it all?
I mean, baseball is huge with like mental stuff. Sometimes it's just draining. You have those points where you're struggling. You don't know if you really want to keep doing it. So like having something to rely back on, like golf, and just getting to relax and go out for a couple hours with your friends is honestly the best. You don't got to worry about baseball or anything else when you're doing something like golf.
100%.
Well, and you mentioned the mental side of baseball. Which one of you guys just wants to talk a little bit about how much of a mental game baseball is and how much it can really wear you down?
I mean, I think baseball is as bad as mental as it gets, really. I'd say golf is up there too, but no, I mean, baseball is such an interesting sport, just because how much it is mental. There's so much time in between pitches. There's so much thinking you have to do. So I think in that sense, it's definitely unique. But it's what we grew up playing. We love it. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Jordan, I'll toss this one to you. Joel, when you say thinking between pitches and all that, Jordan, what do you usually think about between pitches? What's usually kind of your mindset like during a game?
Between pitches, I'm always thinking like I gotta beat this guy in this pitch. You gotta take it one pitch at a time. I can't fall asleep on one pitch because then it's gonna turn to disaster. That's how baseball works. So really, I'm just thinking about like throwing a strike. I'm better than this guy. That type of mindset, and just trying to get him out, do anything possible for my team to win. So I'm just like between every pitch, I just tell myself like, no, you're better than this guy. You gotta have confidence no matter what.
Joel, how about you?
I just gotta be a dog. Just gotta thug it out. Baseball is big on ups and downs. So, as much as you want to be perfect every time you go out there, you probably won't be. So you got to minimize how a bad outing affects you, and just take it one step at a time. Yesterday doesn't define you today.
And how do you two, both as pitchers, pick each other up, help each other out in terms of talking about specific pitches, what's working, what's not, sort of things?
How do we talk about it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're different pitchers, I'd say, because
we're pretty close. So like when he gives up a bomb, I'll laugh at him, and when I give a bomb, he'll laugh at me. But at the end of the day, like we definitely try to help each other. Like, I know how he pitches. It's not like me, but like I know how he pitches. So like, if he's struggling on the mound, like I know what he can do to get these batters out.
We're throwing partners too,
Yeah.
so
We always work with each other on stuff.
yeah, every day.
Well, and talking about being throwing partners and stuff, how do you guys? How much time do you guys really spend together, like at practice and at games, sort of thing? How do you feel like that helps you guys out as well?
I mean, at practice we're probably together. I would say most of the time.
Pretty much all the time, unless it's a day that we're scrimmaging. We've been on the opposite teams for our scrimmages this fall, but you know, on those days where we're having normal practices, you know, we're throwing together, we're running together, pretty much doing 90% of the stuff together. I mean, with other people as well, but you know, we're always around each other. You know, pitchers, we like to keep a tight group. So,
how many scrimmages have you guys played this fall, and how have they been going?
I mean, we've only played one outside scrimmage. It was against Binghamton. It was pretty good. We didn't do that bad. I mean, obviously the bigger school, but I mean, it was definitely it was good upside for us. I think we're gonna be good this year. We've had a lot of inter squads. Those have been fun, competitive. I think we've done pretty good this fall, so that's good.
And Jordan shoved against Binghamton. You showed him what's up. He's been balling.
And so why exactly did both of you guys choose to go to Oswego, and how has the decision panned out for you both so far?
I mean, I think the main thing for me was just getting an opportunity to play somewhere where you could succeed, just win, come to a good program, good coaches, and just continue to get better. I mean, obviously the snow and like the coldness isn't really a good plus about this place, but other than that, like the baseball wise, like everything here is good. We got pretty good facilities for a Division III school in New York. I mean, we got great coaches. They help us. We develop. So I think it was a pretty easy choice to come here. And obviously, I would like a little bit warmer weather, but can't get everything.
Take what you're given. You know, for me, you know, shout out Lynn University. I was there last year. Love those guys. Love Coach Rudy. But I think for me, it was more of, you know, I wanted my family to be able to see me, you know, play my last year. That, you know, I knew I was going to have a good time here. I knew a lot of the people, obviously Jordan. You know, I played Outlaws baseball with some of the guys on the team. So I knew going in, it was going to be a good fit. Obviously my girlfriend goes here too. So it was a good spot for me, and I just rolled the dice. It's been good so far.
And other than baseball, what are you both studying at Oswego right now? How are you enjoying your classes and everything?
I'm studying business, and my classes have been pretty good. You know, I mean, it's school, so it's obviously not fun. But I just got out of class with this kid, so we got a class together, so that's pretty fun. We like to have fun in that class.
I mean, that's a good class. I mean, the teachers, but it's a good class. I'm studying business as well. It's been good. I got one class, money and banking. It's a pain in my butt, but we're getting through it one day at a time, Colby.
What do you both have planned after graduation, career-wise? Like, where do you hope to see yourself?
Honestly, I want to like coach, stay around baseball as much as I can. I love the sport, so I think coaching is going to be a big thing for me. I'm going to try to do that, see if I like it, you know, dabble around with it.
Mm-hmm. For me, I don't know. I'll probably end up in some cubicle, but you know, something in marketing or sales. But you know, if that doesn't pan out, I'll probably just like coach a goated 12U team with Jordan and take it to the Lily World Series or something like that.
And you guys both have mentioned coaching a couple different times. Talk a little bit about the coaches that you have at Oswego right now, and what exactly you like out of your coaches.
I mean, our head coach Landers, he coaches in the Cape Cod, which is the best summer league team. Like, he works with the best college baseball players every year. So he obviously knows a lot about the game. I mean, he's known to be a winning coach. So he just knows a lot about pitching development and stuff like that. He knows how to win. So like, he knows how to coach in game, which is a big thing for us because we don't like losing. So like, if you have a coach that knows how to coach in game and like win you games and always have your back on the field, I mean that's huge for us. I mean that's really all I care about with our coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, because like you can learn the part of pitching, you know, you can do that. Like your coaches can help you with all that, but like if it doesn't come down to they know how to coach in game, you don't win. It's not going to be fun.
100%. So far it's been great. I love Coach Landers. You know, he definitely shoots it straight. He's not going to beat around the bush, and you know I enjoy that. It's how you get better, telling people that they suck. So,
Do you guys have any other coaches or people in your life that have been super inspirational in helping you get to this point?
I mean, I would say Potter and Raz at Herkimer, they definitely did a good thing with us. I mean, they changed my mindset for sure. I was a little weak-minded kid going in there. They definitely made me stronger in that part of the game, which is a big part of why I've gotten so much better at baseball. So definitely got to give it to them. And I got to give it to Coach Jester from Oneonta. Shout out to him. He was one of my favorite coaches of all time. So I just got to give him a shout out.
yeah, I definitely say Raz and Lane. You know, at the end of the day, they gave me an opportunity, and you know that's all you can ask for, really. So, you know, having them believe in me, that's huge. Obviously, you know, my dad, it's a big part of my baseball career for sure. And you know, Rudy at Lynn, he's a good guy. I like how he coached our squad. So yeah, I've been blessed with a lot of good coaches. So.
And you both have now mentioned your days at Herkimer. How cool was it to be a part of a winning culture and such a great program there for 2 years?
I mean, it was awesome. I mean, we got a ring out of it, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, not awesome. So many people say that you've been a part of a national championship team, so that was huge. I mean, we played with a lot of good talent, a lot of kids that got drafted, so it's just like getting like baseball from their point of view is cool. Like they help you out. Obviously, you have great coaches there. I mean, you wouldn't have great coaches if you didn't win so much. Mm-hmm. But like just being there, like you don't got really anything to do in Herkimer. It's just nothing there. So like you're always around the team. So I think that's why our team at Herkimer is so good, because like we're just such a close group of people that like you can't really break us apart. I still talk to every single kid I played with at Herkimer to this day, like still every single day.
Yeah, I think Herc definitely spoiled us a little bit. You know, made us or helped us, you know, win some games. We were winning all the time at Herc, so you know that was a blessing. But no, that group of guys was super close. They wanted to play for each other, so it was awesome. Shout out Coach Craig too. He's a good coach.
Talking about playing against kids that got drafted against high competition, what are some of each of your favorite baseball memories to this point in your career?
100%. I would say winning the national championship.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be top one.
Yeah, winning the regionals last year was cool for Herkimer again. I mean, I pitched in the championship game, so that was a big moment for us, for the team, because we had to win 2 games in one day. We won both, so we won regionals. Mm-hmm. So I went to the World Series every year I was at Herkimer. That was a big part of that. Other than that, it was like definitely just like winning the national championship is the biggest.
I'd say the national championship was number 1 for sure. But pitching in the World Series my freshman year definitely will always be a big memory of mine. That was awesome.
And what is your mindset going into such a big game like a championship game or regional game? Like, how do you really prepare yourself for
that? That's a good question. At the end of the day, you can't overthink it. You can't let the moment get too big. You just gotta treat it like it's another day on the mound. Sometimes I feel like in big games, guys have a tendency to like, they feel like they're on an island out there, but you know, you still have the same 8 people working with you. So you just can't overthink it, really.
And now I'll go back to what we were talking about earlier, talking about being an outlaw. How would each of you describe the experience so far, and how do you feel like it has really helped you progress in your baseball career?
I mean, Outlaws was huge for me. You know, growing up in Oneonta, it was always cool watching them play when I was younger. So playing for them was, you know, definitely a big thing for me. I just like I said with the Herkimer, I got to meet new kids. So it's like once you get to meet like new kids, they turn into lifelong friends from just like one summer and playing baseball. That's like the main thing. That's the coolest thing you could ever ask for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, one thing that helped me with my baseball career is definitely just like giving me innings. Like anytime I could pitch, I would pitch. So it's like just anything you can do for baseball is just getting reps. So I think that's what summer ball is big for.
Yeah, I'd say the PGCBL, the Outlaws, it's just a chance to play more competitive baseball, right? So, it's huge for networking too. Like, you meet a bunch of new guys from different schools, get to see what their, programs like, and all that sort of stuff. It's just a chance to play more competitive baseball, really.
Well, and how do you feel like you guys have been treated in the Outlaws organization, and why would you recommend anybody that's looking for a summer ball spot come to Oneonta?
I think we've been treated very well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had a good time there. I mean, obviously, like we said, we met great kids. And they gave us a free job at Oswego to umpire. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I would recommend just, like, playing at Oneonta because, I mean, every kid that we've talked to that's played Oneonta the past few years said it's been their favorite summer. Oneonta is a fun place during the summer. There's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you play baseball a lot of the time, but when you play baseball with a group of kids that are fun to play baseball with, like, that's the main thing. Like, you have a good time the whole summer if that's the main thing.
Mm. Yeah, no, there's a lot to do. I mean, if you love golf, obviously, there's a lot of courses to play. One thing I definitely will say about the Outlaws specifically, I can't really speak for like the West Side teams, but as far as like people on our side, our division, I'd say we have the best facilities. Really, I mean, like no other teams really have another locker room for the away team, and our locker room is obviously something special. I don't think a lot of teams have that. Gary always feeds us, put on, golf tournaments and such. Like there's a lot to do. It's a really good time.
Well, and what's the best thing about playing at Damaski Field, and how do you feel like the Oneonta crowd really supports the Outlaws in the summer?
The best thing about playing at Damaski Field is being a pitcher, honestly. There is a no-fly zone. So, you work yourself in a 3-2 count. You feel pretty comfortable throwing a fastball down the middle. So, that's definitely the biggest for us pitchers at Damaski. I'd say the Outlaw fans, they're great. They love the Law Nation. They show up for 4th of July for sure.
4th of July was fire this year.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a great game.
When you mentioned 4th of July, with a night like that, are there any other particular games that come to mind as ones that you've loved to be a part of these last couple of summers?
I mean, beating Amsterdam was fun.
That was a good game.
That was fun.
Yeah, we got to pitch in that game.
Yeah, that was definitely a big thing because, like, I mean, if you know anything about the PGCBL, they win every year. So beating them early on in the year was kind of like, it was kind of funny, but at the same time, it was sick.
Yeah, I did say that. After that, we had a really good month of baseball, and I think that kind of stemmed from that game. So that was a good memory for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel like that month of June this summer was just really something special, considering it was the best month for the Outlaws in team history?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but that is something special for sure.
I think we just at that point we had our whole team. We were very close at that point. We had a lot of kids leave. The Wofford boys. We had Clay Cox leave, and I mean, with the PGCBL, it is a long summer. So when kids you'll have kids leave, but that'll definitely ruin the rest of your summer. But that month of June, like every game was fun.
We were cooking.
We definitely got into a little bit of trouble with the umpires most of the time. But other than that, it was really fun.
Well, and in terms of the level of competition you see in the PGCBL, how do you feel like it has really helped you and been a big part for both of you?
I mean, you face good hitters, good Division I hitters, good Division II, good Division III hitters in PGCBL. So definitely like going from a school like Herkimer where you don't face the best competition all the time. So it's kind of like easy outs. And then when you go to a team like the PGCBL, it definitely makes you a better pitcher. like it teaches you where you can and can't throw certain pitches.
For sure. It's perfect for someone who, like, for example, like us at Herkimer, our first summer in Oneonta, being able to see what, talent is out there, how you face up against some of these kids who are at good schools. I think that's definitely really important and beneficial.
Well, how do you feel like the atmosphere and coaching that you guys have been fortunate enough to have with Keaton and Joe these last couple of years in Oneonta has been a big thing as well?
I mean, I think Keaton and Joe have done a great job at Oneonta. I mean, they're fun to be around, which is a big thing. You got to have coaches that you respect and can get along with, especially in the summer, because you don't want to take the summer too seriously. Mm-hmm. So, like, I just think I like being around them and having them coach for me. I mean, they're funny. They're young, so, like, they understand, like, what college baseball, like, what we're going through as college baseball players. So.
Yeah, I agree. Keaton and Joe have been great. Summer, you don't want it to be too much like school ball, and I think they do a really good balance of that, not having it be too much pressure, but at the same time, you still want to compete and win and do your best every day.
Are there any specific things that you guys have taken away from playing in Oneonta, or any specific teammates that you've had that have really helped you grow or that you keep in super close contact with?
I mean, I'm super close contact still with Clay Cox.
Shout out Clay
Obviously,
Cox.
all the Herkimer boys, Coda,
Logan,
Glow. I mean, we have this kid actually in our room right now. He played for the Outlaws our first year. His name's Sean Derringer.
Yeah, what's going on?
How's it going?
Outlaw alum.
Alum right there. I mean, we still obviously.
I was a Saugerty Stallion for the summer.
I remember, unfortunately.
Hate the sound.
No bad blood.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're still good contact with him because him and Anthony Barone are kind of the ones that got us to Oswego. So, I mean, I still talk to a lot of the kids from the Outlaws. Colin Condon, great kid. Mostly kids from this year I talk to more, obviously, because I think we're a lot closer this year than we were last year.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean.
Shout out Matt Du Bois. He's another guy who was on the Outlaws.
Shout out RJ Lukowski.
Yeah,
RJ.
Shout out RJ. It's been great. There hasn't been a summer. It's been 3 summers playing for the Outlaws. There hasn't been a single summer where there was any beef or anything. It's all been good. It's been a great experience.
Well, and Jordan, I'll go back to what you said about how you feel like you guys were all so close this summer. How do you feel like you all became so close, and how do you feel like that really led to team being as successful as it was?
I mean, I don't really know when we started becoming so close. I just remember the day that me and Joel came was, I think, the second or third game.
Yeah, something like that.
And no one was really talking in the dugout. And we were like, what's going on? We were losing badly, so we were like, what's going on? And then, so we started to talk to kids in the bullpen, trying to get, to know them a little bit better. And then our second game was that we were all together was the Amsterdam game. Mm-hmm. I think that's where we the whole team started clicking. It was like our first away trip with the whole team. We were facing a good team. We were beating them. We had a rain delay, so we were in the dugout talking for a good amount of I think it was 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So we were just talking and got to know everyone on the bus ride up and on the way back. So I think that's when we started to click and started turning things around.
Yeah. You agree?
Well, and I'll wrap things up here with one last question. Now that you guys are starting to come to the close of your fall ball season, what kind of things are you going to be working on this winter, and what are your ultimate goals when the spring season rolls around in Oswego?
Definitely just got to get bigger, got to gain more weight, got to throw a little bit harder. I mean, that's the main focus. I'm not going to really throw too much this winter. I've been throwing a lot. So, and my main goal for this is make it to the World Series again. I haven't got a year in college baseball without it, so that's the goal this year.
Can't stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely just got to get bigger. Mass moves mass. So get bigger, throw harder. That's the main goal. And let's win some games.
Fellas, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you,
Colby. You're the man. Appreciate you. Roll us.